Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So after Whoopi Goldberg was suspended from The View for 2 weeks by ABC and Disney, the ADL, who she quoted, was the definition of racism. Someone posted a tweet that had the previous definition of what the ADL posted as racism, and then they had an updated version, which seemed to more align with what Whoopi Goldberg quoted. You can check that out in my Whoopi Goldberg video here, where I broke down everything she said and how dumb it was. Turns out the ADL has now changed again their definition of racism. Let's take a look at how insane this is, how they're changing the definition of racism when they get called out because Whoopi Goldberg was using their definition to explain why she thought the Holocaust wasn't about race. Because she said, it's not about race because it's white on white. That's what she said. So let's take a look at this definition and how ridiculous this is. So the initial definition was on the left here. Racism is the belief that a particular race is superior or inferior to another, that a person's social moral traits are predetermined by his or her inborn biological characteristics, and then it went into a couple other things. Then they changed it to this: the marginalization and or oppression of people of color based on a socially constructed racial hierarchy that privileges white people. That's what they changed the definition of racism to. And that's what Whoopi Goldberg was referencing when she wanted to say the Holocaust isn't about race, because the Nazis and the Jews are both white. That's what she said. It's white on white. It's not black on white and white on black. That's why it's not about a racial hierarchy. But as I said in my previous video on it, the chief arbiter of the Third Reich definitely believed it was, and that they were above the Jews in a racial way. Now they've changed it and it says interim definition. So this is just a placeholder. Racism occurs when individuals or institutions show more favorable evaluation or treatment of an individual or group based on race or ethnicity. For more on this, click here. So then you click here, and then it gives you the same person that Whoopi Goldberg quoted when she wanted to say it's about a racial hierarchy that privileges white people. Well, this guy just goes into, sometimes we make errors, but they all hurt, but all of them hurt. And they said, many people noticed the change, which I just showed you, and called it out, taking to Twitter to vent their feelings. Some of these critics were allies, operating in good faith, who wanted us to do better. I think everyone would have. And now what's he say? There are also numerous detractors who seized upon this issue as confirmation of a sinister plot to promote a political agenda or stop fighting anti-Semitism together. Well, I didn't see any of that. I didn't say there was a conspiracy, which it says down there. I didn't say there was a conspiracy or a sinister plot. I just said you're using an agenda, which yes, you were using a political ideology, an agenda, which was a hierarchy of races to privilege white people, which is what Whoopi Goldberg said. You definitely did that. Why would you change it from the belief that a particular race is superior or inferior to another? There you go, that's all you need. But you wanted to change it to say socially constructed racial hierarchy that privileges white people. You definitely did it for an agenda. Like, it says it right there. Who are the people that are saying this? Left-wing ideologues. So they want to do a massive article statement about, oh no, we're not really that bad. Here we support the Jewish people in secure justice and fair treatment for all. This was our original charter, and they're just trying to cover their backsides for what they've just said. You know what you're doing. It's just a PR statement that's coming out and trying to cover your asses like Whoopi Goldberg had to when she put out that statement that basically the lawyers would have for ABC and Disney. But she went on Stephen Colbert and then doubled down on it. So she's not doing herself any favors. And the ADL changing the definition of racism multiple times now because they got called out on their left-wing ideological agenda, saying it's about a racial hierarchy that privileges white people. They got called out for that, and now they're trying to backtrack and put out a massive PR statement. Now they want to do an interim definition. Just leave it at what it was. You had it fine the first time. Stop trying to change everything because of your intersectional CRT ideas, man. This is ridiculous. What do you think of this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this video out there, and I'll see you in the next one.